rappers acting scared to smile, hitting me up with questions like who, what, where, and how. I move crowds with freestyles or written. So first 30 years of my life I wrote down in composition. Come on, had to take time with the art, mastering my melodies and poetry is how I'm making my marks. Record sales are irrelevant. What matters to me is what I write down and what you gain from the intelligence. The plan is in motion. Performed on stage with cats who claim that they hot, but in front of crowds they froze out. Doing this the day that I rest. Top mix, the perfect blend of music and God in the flesh. I'm a verbal martial artist, a black belt with Taekwondo flow. This ain't bragging, I'm just letting you know that I can spit 16 more. Went from underground to encore and still out keeping it pure for sure.
Where you coming from? Where you going to? Experience what life trying to show you. Take what life throws at your head. Come on, gain from it and be strong and move on. Where you coming from? Where you going to? Experience what life trying to show you. Take what life throws at your head on. Gain from it and be strong and move on. Freehand, big pen skipping through deep jams. A rap speech deep in the sheets in. Program beats from fam lyricism, heat and the sheets in. I give it to your man to eat and hopefully digest. My style is crafted, timeless. I won't cross over for progress. You want classics and dissect the styles I crafted. No post known as plastic. I went from underground to indie to unsigned hype to simply the MC known as sickly. When they floss, I cross off another rap star that's subpar. Like Tiger Woods and Gore. Y'all lost me when SoundScan defines your sound, man. Artists can't rap, but they graded at counting. Sales stats, the only facts that cats wanna mention in rap to cover up for skills they lack. Come on, man. Where you coming from? Where you going to? Experience what life trying to show you. Take what life throws at your head. Come on, gain from it and be strong and move on. Where you coming from? Where you going to? Experience what life trying to show you. Take what life throws at your head on. Gain from it and be strong and move on.
We're not about to go live anywhere.
Oh my god.
What the
Ladies
fuck?
and gentlemen, we're back at it again. This is the
Yeah.
Hot Trash Podcast.
We got the full crew back.
Got the full crew.
You know, we're gonna
Yo.
give each other big hugs and forehead kisses.
Mhm.
Hey, how
End of the day.
Michael, no, well, no, you didn't give us forehead kisses. What you mean?
Yeah, he didn't give us a forehead kisses and suck on our foreheads, you know, like kind of that shit.
Calm down.
What do you mean?
Jeez.
Anyways,
Alright.
But yes, well, in this case too, our schedules are going to be a little bit sparse because it is literally the holidays right now too. So next week there won't be one, as I'll also be spending time with my family and my girlfriend in my family's place. So there's that. But we will be tuning into more stuff from here on. So now let's go into today's topic of the Game Award shit, because that's finally passed, and enough time has passed now too that holy fuck, there's a lot of things that went on too, a lot of good things and a lot of nonsensical shit. So
Take it away, Brian.
And Brian.
so let's start off with the good news, because at least these are nice and fun enough too. We're not surprised here. Expedition 33 won 9 awards in this fucking Game of the Year. In the Game Awards here, we are all not surprised. Like, realistically, those that are straight up coping.
I'm always surprised.
I mean, you. Fair enough.
Boy doesn't have an argument.
No, I don't. At this point, it's kind of futile to argue with you. It's very
Yes.
futile to argue. I should know this lesson by now, but then I always try to attempt that. At this point, I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. But I mean, like me and Lloyd, we were doing this like 3 weeks ago too, when we were like trying to do like, oh, what are we speculating that who's gonna win this year Game of the Year awards, and we were just straight up not surprised at the fact that literally they got so many awards coming into this. Like, I don't know, man.
I don't know either.
Then we even have stuff too with like, yeah, a lot of people. Okay, so this is the other parts that we'll be diving into. Will be sort of less like, there are definitely people like what we discussed last year that have a problem with the Game Awards. Shocker to no one too. There's always problems with this too, but this is even worse than before too. Because last year, or at least I think when we talked about it, we were mentioning in this case due to like the whole like game industry layoffs, there were people complaining that Jeff Keighley wasn't doing enough to like talk about this shit. And I was like, what the fuck do you want him to do? Like, we did talk, yeah, like we talked about that too, and how nonsensical it was to like really put him in the position or try to force that position or role onto him when all he's really doing is just trying to run a show. So there's that. I will also say the really good news is the fact that Capcom literally has my fucking soul right now, as they have announced the new Mega Man remake. So god fucking damn it. I have no words to defend myself here too. As soon as I saw like a trailer that they showcased it, and I was like, is that fucking Mega Man? And they showed the OG Mega Man style too, and it's like all 3D rendered down. I'm like, fuck.
You're done now.
Yeah.
He knows what he's spending his money on.
I know. And then there's the new Resident Evil Requiem, where we get to see old man Leon. Holy shit.
He even kicks through these zombies, bro.
Yeah, he's currently 50 years old by the time Requiem comes out. Holy hell.
He's fine, bro.
Yeah, he'll probably still do a backflip even when he's 50 years old, right?
It's like, oh, my back. He fucking breaks his back. And he's
No, he's gonna rub like,
Flip.
yeah, he'll break his back and then rub like the green herb on the back here to soothe the pain.
crazy.
God. But we have a lot of like fantastic showings to came about this too. New Ace Combat 8 trailer. Holy fucking shit, who would have expected Ace Combat in this fucking year? And also to all the Square Enix fan, fuck you. I'm kidding, I'm also part of that too, because we didn't get a single announcement from them because, you know, they're currently being investigated by their investor right now of a poor performance.
Of my Kingdom Hearts 4.
Yeah, that's never coming out too. The Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer is just gonna be you hear the opening title, and then you see on there Square Enix is about to undergo restructuring for the entire company. It's like, oh fuck.
It's a far off memory now.
God.
Yeah.
It's like the other big announcement would be like Tetsuya Nomura announces that he has perfected a cloning technology. Now there is 2 of him.
Crazy.
Oh my God. That'll be the other crazy thing. But yeah, no, we have none of that too. And we have like even the best news of, in this case, people are malding about the Player Voice Awards or the Player's Choice Awards too, which is purely based on the player votes. And I think, what was it here? Where are my player votes? Yeah, it was Wuthering Waves that got it too. People were malding because like, no, they shouldn't get that. Who the fuck got this over like Expedition or like Dispatch or like Genshin? It's like, well, I don't know what to tell you. I really don't know what to tell you.
I benefited from both games.
Yeah. God. This is something too that like a lot of people have said too. Gacha games should not be nominated for Game of the Year stuff or like any player vote choices just because there's an incentive for gacha gamers to like vote for their games to get something. And I would say I can understand that argument to an extent here. But realistically, the way how Kuro even mentioned too, that like, look, they already gave us free stuff for already getting nominated, which is like not even up to us.
Oh.
But the moment that like that game got nominated to and it actually won the Player's Choice Award too, holy fucking shit. They kind of just rewarded it as like, oh well, thank you all for voting for us. Here you go. Like they didn't even expect it really either. But then they're saying too, like they're using this to bribe players for the votes. It's like this is why gacha games should not exist. I'm like, okay, calm down there. This is like almost the same people that would melt down because Spider-Man did not win last Game of the Year awards when it went to Baldur's Gate 3.
That was 2 years ago.
Yeah, there were still.
Astrobot's.
Oh yeah, that's right. That was the weird fuck. That was weird. My bad. But yes, 2 years ago, Baldur's Gate 3 won that, and then a lot of people were malding, why didn't Spider-Man win that shit? It was like, shut up.
Or did you play Baldur's Gate? That's just
Yeah.
fantastic. I get the
Yeah,
fucking
like, people would just complain, just complain, bro.
Yeah. So now this kind of is a good segue to what are people complaining about this time now as well? They're complaining about a couple things mostly about Expedition 33. In this case, it's me going over like why did people not like Expedition 33 in this year's Game Award? Because I thought this was like universally loved by a lot of players, and a lot of normal people, if you ask the consensus, are like, yeah, we fucking love Expedition 33. Sure, it might be overhyped or glazed a lot of times too, but it is good in its own right. But yes,
the game's overhyped, so it's whatever.
yeah, like for me, I don't give a shit about that part. But we'll go through the list of what people had gripes about this. Why people don't like Expedition 33. It's a turn-based game. God fucking damn it. I forgot. I wrote this list too, and I'm even mad reading this shit out.
Oh boy.
Yeah. But yes, people are then mad because of the fact that it's a turn-based game. Why the fuck did it win Game of the Year? There's nothing fun about the turn-based games. Like, I don't fucking know. Did you actually see gameplays? Did you fucking play the game?
That ain't no
Why not?
turn base. It's
Yeah,
like,
that-
when the fuck is it my turn?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Doesn't matter to them, bro. I mean, they're just gonna complain.
Yeah, and it's like the argument being that like this is a dumb argument. Like, sure, let's say for example, you just don't like turn-based game. Sure, whatever, right? But don't like say otherwise too. Like, it shouldn't win Game of the Year because it's a turn-based game. Who are you to decide that? Just because you don't like turn-based game? Cool. But how does that still warrant it not winning? That it shouldn't deserve the awards just because it's a turn-based game. Like, that's the whole thing. That it's like why people feel like they shouldn't win that many awards. And for those that haven't said or haven't been paying attention to Expedition 33, yes, it may look like on the surface level it's a turn-based game, but really it's just Super Mario Bros. RPG in another format, and it's developed by French people. So please do your research whenever you make criticisms like this too. Obviously, they never will, which I will keep chanting this out until someone does actually. Because guess what too? I even see gameplays of people that didn't know that Expedition 33 or never heard of it until they tried it. They're like, oh my god, I understand now. That was going to be the second reasoning about it too. It's like, why the fuck did this win Game of the Year? I never heard of it. It's like, if you never heard of this, what the hell have you been doing?
It's kind of funny. I never heard of it, so why is it Game of the Year?
It's like,
That's not my fault. All you play is Call of Duty, bro.
It's not my fault you fucking play Madden, NBA, or even FC. Like ball and shooter games. I think that's what people are calling them now.
All the shooter games.
God.
It's not our fault you play irrelevant games.
Yeah, especially the way how Black Ops 7 turned out. Ooh, baby.
Biggest
Big
flop of
flop.
the year.
Biggest flop.
God.
It's probably
I've-
the biggest Call of Duty flop, right?
Yeah.
It is
I think
Honestly,
so.
very
I,
much.
I think they're outdoing themselves every year. Feels like a flop for Call of Duty.
Yeah.
They just outdo themselves every year. That's all it is.
Yeah, Black Ops 7 just happens to be the biggest one.
Well, not the biggest one. It's the latest one. That's the
Okay,
thing.
okay, there we go. Yeah, you're right. It's the latest one, but it's like everything I watch about that too. It fucking feels like I'm watching a Skibidi toilet video. I'm like, what is happening? That's what it
That's
looks like with the cutscene. Like,
It's
hello.
just the full on brain rot. They just
Yeah.
they just fucking tossed into GPT and make a Black Ops game.
Yeah. So there's that too, and it's like, okay, so this is actually a really interesting argument about this, which is something that says this: that it shouldn't have won the best independent game of the year because it has a publisher. Okay.
Well,
This-
independent, yes. So I mean, technically, yes.
Now, as much as like I want to like enlighten or entertain this argument to some degree too, like I get it too. If you do have a publisher because it says something out here made outside the traditional publisher system, then it's like, yeah, maybe they shouldn't be independent game of the year. But then that's also like the other two games that are also on here have fucking like publishers on here. Absalom,
But
Ball
they shouldn't be
Exped.
there. But they
Yeah.
shouldn't be there then.
Yeah, and guess what too? No one actually discloses it here too, but Hades 2 also has a publisher that no one talks about either. And guess fucking what too? I look at who their publisher is for Claire Obscura
Okay,
here.
so that just goes to show that they don't know their own policy,
Yeah,
or they
But-
don't follow their own policy.
yeah. But give me 1 second as I'm looking up real quick Kepler Studios or Kepler Interactive here. Because if I remember correctly, yeah, this is the same publishing studio that is also have released indie games as well, like Sifu, Scorn, Rematch, the one cool looking soccer game that's like a 4v4. Like this is a very interesting publisher studio because it's new. So it is technically outside a traditional publishing system because it's literally a startup publisher. And they even stated
You said
too that
startup
like,
publisher.
yeah, because they didn't have like their first game to release 2022. But they were founded in 2021.
That's fine. Okay, what is his argument?
So my argument being is the fact that yes, even though like outside of publisher or the traditional publisher studio, I think Kepler kind of falls outside of traditional publisher studio too, because the game itself it wasn't really released under Ubisoft. It wasn't really released under EA or any other like big publisher or traditional publishers that we've seen so far. I guess based on a
What, is it
definition.
release on a publisher?
Yeah, it's released on by a publisher, but all they really did was just they helped like distribute and release the game.
That's what a publisher does.
Yeah, so it's
What is his argument?
so.
There you go.
What I'm trying to defend at here too is the fact that with this, I think it shouldn't matter at this point too if that is the case because either A, they didn't follow their own policy about who gets nominated for the independent game here because of that.
I think it's just that.
Yeah. Or
I think
even
that
if we
should
go
be the
down.
only argument.
Mm. I like to at least throw the nuances of it too. That like again with Kepler Studios, yes, they're a publisher, but at the same time they're also like highlighting indie games too. So I really don't know. Maybe in this case the policy itself needs to change, or this game should not have gotten an award based on that definition, which we agree to disagree in regards to that. Sure, people can say that too, but now that it's on here and it did want it to, it is what it is. Now, everybody else has been going around saying about like criticizing the whole game genre too. Nobody ever talks about the one thing that people criticize for it, and it's the fact that it's made by the French. I'm kidding. the one thing people who shouldn't like it's because I don't like the French. It's like, you
Yeah,
know
bro, it's
what?
on you, bro.
Look, I'll
Yeah, that
be
bro
honest.
exposed himself, though, bro.
No.
Yes.
Or you're Vietnamese, man. Our baguettes came from the French. Our baguettes came from the French.
And that's why we
No.
don't like them, because they took over our country.
And yet we're independent from them now.
Hey, man, at least we have a proper reason.
So more or less too. Like I said, no one outside of that last part too. The people that argue about the fact that Expedition 33 shouldn't win Game of the Year too, I like to say too, like I think it was already the strongest contender for a Game of the Year just for a couple of reasons. One, it's easily accessible for players to get to because I think it was a $40 game on release.
Mhm.
So it was a $40 game. And me and Victor have watched like videos about like the game, like how it performs on like separate like machine builds too. The game can be run on like a old gen hardware, like maybe a 1650. The one video that we saw too. I forgot which graphics card it was running there too, but it was running like an old ass graphics card for like around 40 frames per second max. And it didn't really drop below like that either too.
On low settings.
Yeah, on low settings, mind you, yes. But the game itself still visually looks good, even at like old gen hardware. Sure, it looks very stuttery too, but it's playable. And to me, though, that's actually a big like plus for this game as well. In the fact that it could be ran off of like a lot of different hardware settings, from like the lowest build that based off of Steam surveys that I've seen so far that people refuse to upgrade. And they're complaining too. All these new games don't run like the way they used to. Shut up and upgrade your shitty ass builds. God,
That's correct. When you stick onto the same hardware,
for like a
constantly,
decade.
and then every company is trying to,
Like-
design software for the new generation of hardware.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's gonna be slow.
it's like big fucking whoop. That's your fault too for not upgrading. You shouldn't make that as a complaint too. Now, the real complaint about this whole thing too is how a lot of still the newer games with the even newer gen hardware still runs like ass.
Yeah, that's definitely a different story.
Yeah, we talked about that last time as well, but we won't dive back into that because that's not the main issue here. And then we go into the problematic stuff that has been going on too, especially people understanding this. Unfortunately, this will be talked about AI once again too. That shit is never leaving. I don't know how to explain otherwise than how much I would want to avoid it. But let's dive into
AI
this.
is gonna be a part of our lives. Then it's gonna be a conversation that we can't avoid.
Right. So let's dive into this too, because this is a lot here going into it. So there's been like,
a lot here. It's a little bit a lot here.
yeah, it's a little bit, just a little bit.
Just a little bit a lot.
Yeah, but we're going to dive into why people right now have decided to fucking go scorch earth against Larian Studio and Sandrock Studio, both of which are studios that have made, in this case, fan-beloved games like Baldur's Gate 3 and now Expedition 33. What's going on here, too? This all started... Well, they're all mad...
Rips it out.
They all managed to... Because they're all mad that Half-Life 3 didn't get announced. XD. Anyways...
Well, Half-Life never coming out this rate.
Yeah. All right, now back to this. They're mad about the fact that there was one interview that Larian, the main Larian CEO, has said to that, like, answering a question about like, have you guys actually used, like, with the rising of like generative technology or AI technology too, and he has answered from this is that he in this case has said that Baldur's Gate 3 during the initial conception stage, they did use generative AI to help create like a mood board or trying to like set up like what the whole feel was going to be, how it was going to be here. And that was apparently enough to set the whole world on fire, apparently. As now Larian is like being like fucking crucified because they use Gen AI in their game development, even though ignoring the context of this was during the conception and the planning stages of the game too. Nothing was actually being like put into the main product yet.
That don't matter to him.
Yeah, that's the problem too. It's like, oh god, I'm just going about it too because ignore the fact too that a lot of these people are definitely not like arguing this in good faith about this too. So, in your honest opinion too, for companies like Larian Studio and Sandrock Studio, do you think it says something too because of the fact that these games got Game of the Year award by taking advantage of AIs to help push for like the games now?
That's the question.
So,
Yeah, well,
sorry, I feel like that was so wordy. Let me consolidate this again. Do you think right now that because of Gen AI and what it's not even Gen AI, to just AI in general, because it's now here, that you see Larian Studios and Sandrock 2 and many other studios can take advantage of it to make better quality games?
Of course.
Yeah.
That's the whole idea of AI. And that's why a lot of companies are trying to integrate it into their whole workflow.
Yeah.
The idea is to make games better. Of course, some companies take it a bit further and just replace their engineers outright. But the idea is, the correct idea is to enhance their engineers.
Yeah, like even like if anybody paid attention to the interview, the CEO of Larian even mentioned too that he offered in this case for his concept artist teams to work on this as well, to use the tools if they ever need to. And then there's been like a lot of backhanded comments too that like, oh, because you had all this money too and you're telling your concept to the artists, why not just hire more concept artists? I'm like, that's not how that works, unfortunately.
Yeah.
It's like, because we're going into the same problem that the AAA studio had, which is the fact that they hired too many people for the roles and jobs where you really need to be lead.
I think they're missing the idea. They think that they need AI to do more work, but the AI is there to help you come up with ideas and things like that.
Yeah, it's like, for the love of God, God damn it, it's supposed to be a fucking tool that people are supposed to use based on a individual point of development, right? I get it too. I get everyone's like whole drive of like the fact that companies that use AI are just using it to like lay off companies and whatnot too, whatever the case too. Sure, I can agree with you on that.
Laying off companies, guys. You guys heard that?
it's
Right?
crazy.
Yeah, companies are laying off companies, or companies are telling other companies to cut off their workforce and start using AI. I'm looking at you, Microsoft. Stop shoving Copilot in every fucking operating system update that you do. I hate it. God damn it! I uninstalled that shit. No, I won't be doing this again. God damn it! I'm
They're
like
going off on Microsoft right now, bro. Like,
yeah, I am mauling about this too because the fact that it is very dumb and stupid. Only because the fact that I forced myself to look through all of this stuff too, and I see the nuances of all these studios that are going about this. Why do I think people are mad? Because these are the same people that I think were so against generative AI in any capacity too, that they hope that in this case, not really hope, they believed in the fact that Larian and Sandrock Studios were like the golden child of like what to do as a game company that doesn't use AI. But and whenever they came out with it, now they're scorned too because now they want Game of the Year. They're now like so beloved too, and now people are like angry and upset and they feel betrayed because of that, which is stupid to think that way in the first place.
Crazy.
I mean, hard to say because they. You just said that they they said that they wouldn't use AI.
I don't think they ever made a statement for it. Like, I try to look for if they made a statement that they wouldn't use AI. I couldn't find anything to pull that up too. So that's even like a bigger thing too. They never stated that they wouldn't use AI. So it's like on these people delusion that they wanted to make them like the gold standard of game developing studios. At least that's what I think too. If anybody wants to prove me wrong otherwise too, that there was a statement that they wouldn't use AI, sure, let me know on that too. Then therefore I can retract my statement and say they are hypocrites otherwise. Until then too, yeah, I think it's just generally stupid.
Fair enough.
Like I said, if anybody has something about that too, I could also be looking at it too, but at the same time, I don't want to like lose the flow right here too, otherwise it just sounds awkward if I just pause in the middle of it to just look something up, right? But yeah, and because right now, in the middle of the Game Awards too, Larian has announced too that they're making a new Divinity game, which is fucking amazing on my part too, because I love Divinity.
Oh yeah,
And I
I'm
can't-
excited for it.
But they even said too that Divinity, like their concept artists or them using AI is going to be like a not really a big part of it, but they're going to be using it a little bit more as a tool to like help them develop this game. And a lot of people are very much upset about that fact. And I'm just like, calm the fuck on. I hate this so much. And now in this case too, because of how bad it is too with this as well, apparently another game awards that was the Indie Game Awards, Expedition 33 had their award rescinded because of the whole AI stuff that came up, which is kind of bullshit. Albeit, I don't think Game Awards should really matter to a lot of people. Maybe it does feel good if you get the awards too, as a maybe a developer, probably help you motivate yourself. But still, to have that shit rescind to you because of like currently the public outcry too, holy fucking shit. How come we didn't do this shit before with all the other multiplayer studio games too? Especially with the way how fucking bad they're treating their players. But then again, we didn't see them in any of the nominations, so there's that. God. People annoy the fuck out of me.
Seems like a crash out podcast more than anything right now.
I'm sorry about that, but it really is what it is, right? People piss me off with the fact that like none of them are taking the heart to like actually criticize about the fact.
Everybody clip that. People piss me off.
It's like, wow, I'm like the only person that has ever said that in the world. Holy fucking shit. Anyways. Like, let's be fucking real about this, dude. Even if we were trying to be like, not push for AI here, right? Even if we really try to like make sure that doesn't happen too, it's gonna be the same shit that's gonna happen when the fact, dude, when people are saying, "Oh, we want the AI war on like Twitter too because we don't see a lot of AI art." And I was like, "You sure about that?" At this point, it's only gonna get better. That's the only thing about it. We're literally going against a fucking tsunami here, and we're trying to expect the fact that we can like withstand that. Fuck no. I'm not saying that like we give up hope on the fact that like, oh, we should just embrace the fact that like all these studios are just going to use Gen AI to make like terribly quality games too, or it's going to destroy environments as well.
That's
it's
the thing. We should hold companies accountable if they use Gen AI and still make a shitty game.
Yeah, like
that, I think that's what we should do. And like Gen AI is going to be a thing. It's just going to be another tool in our tool set of
this world, honestly.
Just another tool in our tool set. You know, like if we never had a game engine, how would we make games? Things like that.
Yeah,
like that.
Yeah, it's so moronic that we're getting to this point too. That like no one is really questioning it in the fact too that like how a lot of these studios are like fundamentally they are trying to like save their asses too, and they're using Gen AI as a fucking like easy way out to get to do like the terrible business decisions just so that it makes them look slightly better in a short run. Like for example, I had like the
you really gotta understand how you're using AI.
Yeah, I mean, I say that too. I only say that too because I have the whole tinfoil hat thing too, where like the only reason we see these game layoffs too is like it's obvious too that they hired too many people for what they needed to do, and the Gen AI stuff was like the most convenient excuse that they can throw at us because that's what they're doing instead of like admitting the fact that like they hired too many people.
That's fine. If they say they're trying to like go and be more lean, that's also corporate speak for we hired too many people.
Yeah, like it's like it didn't matter in the end too, but it's like it makes a little bit if it's like a convenient excuse because it makes it seem like they're growing because they're about to use AI. That's what I was also getting at too. But realistically,
so all companies will try to will do that. They'll market themselves as using AI and being an AI first company to make themselves look good to investors. Yeah, that's because like there was like the whole EA press tour that they did too to showcase that they were going to be using Gen AI to help like make their games too, and it was a very awkward demonstration of them like showcasing Gen AI for what they were trying to propose to like investors. I don't know, man. And you know what? I'll even throw it to the bone in this case about like how much of like you guys being
I don't know. Them being blindly against the AI too. Because here's the thing too. You guys like Hideo Kojima, right? Yes, he has said too he wouldn't use Gen AI to develop his game, but he wants to use the complex AI where it develops, in this case, a unique system or gameplay experience for the player. He would definitely do something like that too. If it's like an ever evolving and learning machine that learns from player behavior and it develops, like, creates a new gaming experience per player. He wants to do something like that. Are you guys going to be against Hideo Kojima or Hideo Kojima? God damn no.
Kojima.
I say Hideo Kojima.
Hideo Kojima, yeah.
God. God damn it. I hate you, Maxor. I hate Maxor.
just like Shadow, Sonic the Sex Dog.
God. But it's like, or would you, like, if you heard like Hideo Kojima is going to be using AI, but it's also like he wants to use it in a way to enhance gameplay experience, would we be even against him for that? Probably not. At least I hope I don't. At least I hope not to. Otherwise, people are actually fucking stupid and don't know who Hideo Kojima is.
I'm sure they just say AI, everyone's gonna be against it.
Right?
I remember in the good old days, AI just meant like NPCs.
Mm-hmm. Bungie had that shit locked down too with the way how their enemies were in Halo. Holy fuck.
Yeah.
God. I have no idea how things are gonna look in the future. Like, I'll be honest on that frontier, right?
Not good.
Yeah. Especially if this is how people are gonna be behaving towards AI too, then I'm like, how is that also gonna be fair for a lot of people too? Because obviously, okay, let me phrase too by fairness about this too, alright? Gen AI at this point too should not be used as a way to help you sell products itself too. It should always be used to help you develop your product. It's supposed to enhance the product that you're developing. That is what Expedition 33 and Baldur's Gate 3, that was the core concept from what I remember looking into this too. That they only use it to help enhance what was already that they were going to develop into. Because of the fact that both of these teams are small, I think it makes it very impactful once again that such a small team can develop such high quality style games that rivals that of AAA studios. That at any point too, I wonder this is the reason why they were throwing hissy fits about it too, because of the fact that maybe now they use Gen AI, they feel more vindicative about it because their company doesn't use AI, which is also a fallacy in of itself. I don't know. I'm just fucking annoyed by all of this shit.
I like it.
I'm like squeezing the bridge of my nose right now because of the fact that like this is, I'm not even a big AI defender here too. I like to hold, like what you said, Victor, I like to hold companies accountable for like using AI improperly to make shitty products. It's like the whole thing too where people were like, oh, this game isn't good because they put like a woman character as the main character. It's like, no, if anything, that's not the reason why. The game was already shit. Them doing that was just like an icing on the cake of literally bad design games. Like, let's look, for example, what the fuck happened with Concord. I did a whole PowerPoint presentation that, yes, albeit maybe I was a little bit too harsh on that too, but I'm just going to make fun of their character designs because that's how bad it looked. And some people even made the joke and meme about it too. Maybe Concord would have done better if they used Gen AI. I was like, holy fuck.
They probably did.
It's like, holy God. Like, that's the currently depressing thing about it. And guess what too? The people that are arguing against it too, nobody gives a fuck. Like, I'm gonna be really honest about that. Nobody cares when it comes down to it. Because if you make a game that's infinitely more fun than the current listings in the current market right now, if you make it fun and they told you that it's made with AI, do you think a normal person would actually give a damn? Maybe to some extent too, if they have a principle or whatnot too. Sure, whatever, right? You could choose to not buy a game because it's made with AI too. But now you bought the game and you say it's fun, and now you're told about the fact that they use AI. How do you feel about that now? And a lot of people are, that's why I think there's a mix of the people feeling betrayed too. But I'm on the fence. I'm on one side at this point, deciding I don't think anybody genuinely cares here. And some people say, but then that money could go into them hiring more artists and whatnot too. What makes you think a company needs to hire more people? The fucking actual question no one really wants to talk about either.
Of course not. People just think they're entitled to anything.
Yeah. Like, these guys are indie studios. I don't expect them to literally start hiring people left, right, and center. Yes, their game got popular and did it too. But would you say too that wouldn't it be better to actually just put all of the revenue that they earn from it to try to develop a really good game? Instead of like at this point padding a number to do so, you only need to hire if you need a job to be filled in. That's all I'm saying about this too. This is me like going after like, oh, they should be hiring more people because they were this successful too. It's like success doesn't equate the fact that you need to hire more people to prove that you're successful.
That is an odd claim.
It really is. That's how it feels like too when people are arguing. That's how what I get out of it. If someone wants to prove me otherwise why you feel that too, like studios like this should just spend more money to get more artists and whatnot too. Sure, why not? Outside of like you cannot use the fact that it's gonna help out the artist. But does that help the company make their game?
Yeah.
Let's be real about this question here. Does this help the game? Because the game. This is going to be a long drawn out answer. I'm going to repeat myself so many times here, aren't I?
It's just that these people are entitled. You know, when somebody's successful, people are entitled to. People think they're entitled to that money too.
Yeah. And guess what, too? Voice actors are also going to be using AI to do what here? They're going to be able to start applying for roles for multiple jobs, too. Because let's be honest, too. They can train AI based off of the voice lines that they can put in themselves. And then they can just send those voice clips to different projects if they need it. Like, holy fucking shit. I don't get it.
Voice actors are smart. They would do that, yeah.
Yeah, like that would be so smart of them to do it that way too. And but obviously that's like something. But they shouldn't always be looking for money. Unfortunately, people need to pay bills.
Well, if you aren't always looking for money, you shouldn't be
Yeah.
demanding game studios to hire artists.
God. Yeah. For you, Michael, do you find this entertaining that I'm crashing out to this extent?
Absolutely, I am.
Oh my god. Yeah. And in all honesty for you, Michael, because I'm gonna put you as the most normal audience member here, the ones that actually do play games in a normal level-headed way too. If the next Divinity was made using Gen AI content too, would that bother you?
Not really.
There we go.
But I mean, there has to be a catch, you know. And I think
Yeah,
that catch
obviously.
is if it's a bad game,
Right.
Because Gen AI and still make a bad game. Of course,
Then
there
yeah.
has
If
to be a
you're
problem.
using a tool that supposedly makes the job easier and can help make games better,
And
you
it's still bad?
manage to flop it, then yeah, then I'd be frustrated. But
Uh,
I'd be frustrated if someone made a bad game while hyping it up to be good.
I mean, that's literally the majority how Call of Duty does its marketing.
I don't know. I think Call of Duty. It's just Call of Duty, man. It's just people like playing running and gunning.
That's why we call them ball and shooter gamers.
Yeah.
God. That's like, God damn it, Lloyd is technically in that demographic to some extent.
No, not anymore.
Yeah.
Oh,
Not
gotcha.
as much. He
Yeah,
plays Battlefield now.
Look, I think Battlefield was fine too. It is funny enough that they won like audio design of the year. So
Battlefield is definitely back to the original Battlefield and not
Mhm.
what they were trying to do with 5, 1, and whatever the weird numbering scheme they were going with then.
yeah, like yeah. So at least that's fine now too. We even have like it's also unfortunate too that like I think Hollow Knight Silksong. I don't know if they won any awards too, but I feel like they should have won more awards. But let's be honest too, this year was fucking stacked in games. Besides Donkey Kong Bonanza, who the hell put that as nomination for Game of the Year? I'm gonna fucking bend your knees.
Me.
I hate you, Victor.
I never
Man.
even heard of the game, not gonna lie to
You
you.
know, like a Big Ape just doing his thing.
Yeah, fuck. But I think a lot of people have also said too that like it shouldn't win best RPG too because Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 was on there. Which okay, let's entertain this idea here. So for those that don't know, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is like a Western style RPG, a first person where you could just role play as like someone in the medieval ages, right? Expedition 33 is something that you take like the Japanese RPG style of gaming, but they incorporated new mechanics, new stuff about it too. Even the storytelling can be similar to JRPG storytelling. In your honest opinion, Victor, would JRPGs still, in your eyes, be classified as RPGs?
Why not? They literally have
RPG.
RPGs in the genre.
Yeah.
In the genre title.
Yeah. But in this case,
Why
too,
would you not? Why just because it's Japanese? Why would it not be a RPG?
yeah, that's what I thought too. I wonder if
Because
it's like
they
the
have
inherent
J in there.
the inherent racism of not allowing Japanese categories, Japanese into games. Like, damn. If that's the case too, Monster Hunter Wild should also be on this nomination list either. Just because it's made by Japanese. It's a thing that like it gets very
It's
super.
literally called JRPG, bro. I don't understand.
Yeah, some people say too that like there should have been probably a new category too. Maybe we should replace some categories on here too. In this case, I think one of the categories I feel like should be replaced was games for impact, because me and Loy looked at it's something that's like for a thought-provoking game with pro-social meaning or messages.
Oh, nice. It's those games.
Yeah, so I'll be honest too, and based off like the general people too, it's cool that you can do that too, but you can also make good games for positive social messaging too. Look at Metal Gear Solid 2. Holy fucking shit, was that a biggest predictor of our future ever?
Yeah, I think people are missing one important aspect of a game. Is that you should probably make it fucking fun before you think about anything else.
Right. Like, why else? Like, how is it that that was the case here, right? That this is a fucking debate.
I don't care what messaging you wanna throw at me, but make sure the game's fun first.
Yeah. And I think and I think me and Loy even like made the comment too that like this year Game Awards when it came to fighting games was probably the worst year in fighting games. At least anything that was released. The only thing that was new and released to was Fatal Fury City of the Wolves, but that was a remake. There wasn't like anything new. No, we're not gonna count 2XKO because they're currently open beta. And it's not even released yet. They say it's released, but it's still like beta. They haven't even released their entire roster yet. Fucking assholes.
For real.
Yeah, it's like this is just me projecting at this point too. Maybe it's not projection. This is just how it actually is too. Who knows?
You're opinionated.
Yeah, this is a fucking
His opinion's
podcast.
trash, alright.
Yeah, fuck you,
Hence our fucking podcast name. A lot of trash.
man. I will say too. I'm sad too. Actually, I'm not as sad too for the best action game going to Hades 2 instead of Ninja Gaiden 4. Good on them too. I think it is something me and you, Lloyd, talked about that. Like it was actually between those two, maybe.
We would have to retract it. No, we have to go back to it. But I'm pretty sure Hades. It was like Hades and Silksong on that. What, no?
No. Best action had Battlefield 6, Doom: The Dark Age, Hades 2, Ninja Gaiden 4, and Shinobi: Art of the Vengeance.
Yeah. So yeah, it was definitely Hades when we were talking about it. I believe, but you personally voted for Ninja Gaiden.
Yes, I did.
But we all knew
Yes,
the majority it was going to be Hades.
fair enough.
Brian's biased, so I'm not surprised.
Yeah. Look, I'm honestly happy about this here that happened in Game of the Year Awards. There are so many indie games that got nominated in this year Game Awards versus like the last decade that the Game Awards was running. And this is something that too that like as much as like we could shit on in this case Expedition 33 and Baldur's Gate 3 for whatever it is that they use AI stuff to. Let's be honest too, a lot of indie developers, they will probably take advantage of AI if that was the case too. What then?
They would. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, they're the only ones. I mean, not the only ones, but they are either a solo or a very small team working on a game.
Yeah, it's like how else do you want to like get good, in this case for your standards, like you want like good quality games that come out from like traditional publishing studios, and therefore you're gonna have to see the indie games that are gonna have designed the most wackiest shit that you can possibly get in this market. Holy hell, I hate it sometimes with the fact that people are complaining this hard about this shit, and it's like, you guys,
Complain.
okay, not complain.
I mean, it's okay. Let them complain. What I'm trying to get at is, people only complain just to complain, not because they understand what they're complaining about.
Right. Yeah, it is what it is then, right? We have to see all this stuff too. But I'm at least glad that we get to see a lot more things on here.
Today's world, the currency is attention.
Yeah.
I'm 99% sure they're just doing this to get our attention more than anything.
You're right. I'm just gonna go ahead and start reporting them all to the FBI watch list.
Crazy.
The fact that we're talking about them right now, having our own little
Yeah.
debate here amongst ourselves,
Yeah,
they're winning because of it.
right, and it's just like, obviously that is the case too. I just want to, at least before we even do that too, I want to at least highlight how fucking stupid they are. But at this point too, these guys don't have like the dick or like self-respect to the fact that they get called out
They
for
don't
being
have the
stupid.
dick.
Yeah.
Not the dick.
Yeah, they
have
don't.
the dick,
All
bro.
cock but no talk.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, I was supposed to say dignity, but that didn't sound right. I says they don't even have the
Sorry,
self-respect.
All talk but no cock. There it is.
There it is. Oh god. But yeah, this year Game Awards was something that was honestly really special, especially the fact that this is a turning point in gaming industry right now too, where we're seeing record amount of indie games that are being pushed to everybody, and everyone is embracing this, and it's giving a lot of studios and a lot of big studios panicking otherwise, of like, damn, everyone is kind of leaving like Call of Duty, everyone is leaving like all these other games too that was like the established norm to play a lot of indie games or stuff that were in people's backlogs. So it's like, yeah,
Me personally, I'm trying to play old games again.
yeah. So in this case, you would be the one that are playing backlog games.
Not backlog games. I'm playing games that I've already played.
Oh yeah, that was also a fucking study that they did too. They're like, yeah, not a lot of people are buying games. I wonder why. No one wants to buy a fucking $80 Donkey Kong game.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro.
What the fuck are you doing? Like, yeah, it's like, it's clear too that like the price incentive of like these games are not matching to what players are currently like going through financial wise. And there's even the whole thing to study too that like a lot more people are still playing like old games than they are buying new ones. So it's just like, okay, here we are.
Like, a lot of the times I buy games that are like 5+ years old.
Yeah,
I just wait until they go down in price.
like the mega discount.
Yeah.
Like, my lord.
I just don't feel that. I don't know. I just feel that a lot of games are not really that worth anymore.
They truly aren't anymore too, especially since the fact too that like a lot of people that would have been into gaming too, all the multiplayer like games too, especially if they were like super competitive, they're practically turned itself like too toxic for like normal people to go into, which is, you know what, I don't mind that too. That's not really what I care about at this point too. Fighting games can be toxic, so can League of Legends. That's perfectly fine too. And for these studios to be like panicking the fact that they're losing customers, it's just like, well, you designed the game to be what it is, right?
Yeah, garbage.
Yeah. Well, Call of Duty was garbage.
This year, hell yeah. Especially
Yeah.
this year.
And like, holy hell. That at this point, I feel like there's a fucking contest going on too, where they're just like, who can make the worst game possible? And it's also, I believe, Black Ops 7 is like a $70 game.
Yeah, I mean, that is the normal game price nowadays.
God, how did this happen? How did we get to this state? Holy hell.
Inflation, I guess.
Yeah, it's like, what was it? Activision is what is this? Activision is abusing the Steam refund policy by combining playtime from all Call of Duty games. Don't buy. What? You can't return it. They make it seem like you played hundreds of hours, so you can't return it, even though it crashes constantly. Oh my god, that's fucking wild. Actually,
Crazy.
you once you fucking buy this game, you cannot refund it. Holy shit.
There are exceptions to Steam's refund
Yeah,
policy.
yeah. I feel like that should be one of them.
There are exceptions. It's not that you can't return it at all. It's just
Mhm.
you do have to prove that this game is not playable.
Yeah. Which, if anything, too, I think there are definitely a lot of cases too where I wonder if this guy actually got his game refunded. Nope, this guy didn't get his game refunded. A lot of games
Before,
didn't.
though.
Yeah.
I know I've done it before. It's like I played a game for more than 2 hours, but I was in like the loading screen for like 90% of the time.
Yeah, and it was like that's already enough.
Yeah.
I wonder. Okay, hot take here. I wonder if that's intentionally on purpose then too. Despite like how much like we've gone into like game development too, that we're still like, why is the menu navigation system become worse? I wonder if it's just because of the fact that it's to pad out the disc, it's the extra stuff before people get refunded in 2 hours.
I wouldn't doubt it, but I know partly is because games are just big, you know.
Right.
They have a lot of assets to unpack. They have just a lot of things to load.
Yeah. So it's like
Maybe it is intentional, but at the same time, maybe because they just have the game just has a lot of things to do in the background.
right. Like I don't know what else to really say about this. Michael, you haven't said shit in a bit.
I'm sorry, I'm just listening.
I just hear you crash out, bro.
No, you're going on.
It's the crash
Listening to
out.
you crash out.
But
really, for the most part, I agree with everything. Like, y'all, there's not much room for debate on it. Really, I do feel like people just whine to whine. I don't know.
There's always room to argue with Brian.
nah, at least argue with me. At least call out like if there was actually some statements that obviously I might have gone overboard with certain claims here and there too.
Don't
But
you know I would do that?
fair enough. You're right too, and I will call you
I've
out for
never
being a
been
little
shy
bitch.
to call you
Yeah, just call me a little bitch. You'll be fine.
Oh man, but
Little bitch.
shut up,
Little
you white man. I'm kidding.
What?
Damn, that wasn't even me saying. That was me saying it.
Sorry.
Yeah,
I
it
just
doesn't
I-
caught
bro.
flack for
sorry,
no
I-
reason.
Sorry, I had to give myself a reason. That was my fault. I apologize for
I have
that.
to give myself a reason.
Gas
Got
like the
that
shit out of
flacker,
you.
right?
But yes,
Bullshit reasoning.
but yeah, I think right now we're going into probably the most turbulent time in the game industry that we've seen in history too. Since with right now the rising technology of development of AI systems right now, and the fact that a lot of these AAA studios might not be around for that long too. Like Square Enix, for example, it's a little bit shaky. I don't think they will be closed down to just because there's still a lot of projects they would have to push out beforehand. But I also don't see, like, let's say Ubisoft lasting that long either, just because holy fucking shit, their studio is so dog shit. I hate you so much. Why the hell did you develop a new fucking launcher for the Assassin's Creed game already? Whenever you buy this game on Steam, you had to go into Uplay, and then now you have to launch the Assassin's Creed launcher that you developed. What is this bullshit?
You gotta launch the launcher, bro. Come on, bro. Get with the time, bro.
I hate this so much. I'm so glad too that indie games too that don't have to deal with this shit. And they just say, here, just load up the game. And it's like, good, that's all I care about. That's been my biggest gripe of anything with Ubisoft or EA games. It's launching into another fucking launcher. I hate it so much.
Launching into a launcher and into a launcher.
Absolutely.
God, I thought that was already bad enough that it already made you into a launcher, but Ubisoft took the biggest cake by saying that, oh, we're gonna make you launch it into another launcher. I'm like, I hate this company so fucking much. If anything, if I am salty, yes, this is also the same company that decided to shut down The Crew because of the fact that it's also a live service game. Those that had the original The Crew game can no longer play it because there's no servers to fucking host it. Like, you literally cannot play it, even if you want to do single player. There is no single player option. There's that company. they're even the ones where the CEO even said too, you will not be owning games and you would enjoy it. So I was like, shut up.
Crazy.
It's just a lot. That's just what a lot of rich people say. You own nothing and be happy, basically.
Yeah, it's like, I fucking hate you. You're saying this to a fucking audience too, that at this point we're literally getting money pinched left, right, and center.
Mhm.
And it's so annoying too. That's why it's so refreshing to see games that are actually less than $50 for us to buy into. That's why Expedition 30.
Battlefield's $49 right now.
Holy fucking shit, Battlefield is that much now.
Battlefield's how much?
It's on sale for $48.99.
Oh, okay.
Okay, it's still $70 games at release too. But it is what it is too. Expedition 33 released for being a $50 game. Baldur's Gate 3 released it as a $60 game. Even during the time too where everybody was jacking up their prices, they said, yeah, let's just sell it at fucking $60 games. Because that's how much we value the game as. Yeah, some people can argue otherwise too. You can increase your game. You just gotta make sure the game meets up to the pricing standards. That's all that we really care about.
Well, they rarely do anyway, so.
Yeah, I mean, here's the
Pricing standards.
yeah, I mean, here's the actual like reality and all this too. People will spend money on a game regardless of the pricing. It just has to be good. Even Gabe Newell even mentions it whenever he talks about piracy, where piracy itself is not a pricing issue but a service issue. And that has never been more truer. Yeah, so that's really what it is too. It's like, why are people not buying your games? Have you thought about that? Your games are just fucking ass.
No, can't be.
It's the gamer's fault. It's like, god damn
It's
it.
the gamer's fault for complaining.
Like, holy fucking shit. Like,
That's kind of funny
I don't
how a lot of companies are just blaming the consumers for
yeah,
not
it's like,
being able to sell them anything.
like, am I fucking crazy to think that like that's like it's normal to like have people only like buy the games that are good too, and then developers are complaining that they're not buying their bad developed games too, complaining to players because of that they're going through hardship. Why are we normalizing this?
Because
Yeah.
people love their guild.
It's like I don't want to sound like an asshole of a person for saying that, but it feels that way too. I feel like I'm going crazy because of how many people are trying to normalize this shit. Some people even say too, it's also the gacha gamers' fault that we're in this mess to begin with. I'm like, shut the fuck up. You leave us out of this. This is also the fault of all the fucking FC and Call of Duty people buying the same shit every year. You're gonna throw gacha gamers on there too. All right, put yourself in that standard then too. Stop buying microtransactions.
Nah.
So here we are then again. We won't ever develop this society if you yourself cannot even hold yourself accountable for this type of shit. And at this point,
Madden, FC, NBA are also gacha game in its own way.
yeah, they even have gacha fucking
nowadays,
mechanics.
dude, fuck.
I was like, holy fuck. FC is doing that with fucking packs too. What the hell?
The only way they can make money, bro. Even after charging $80 for a game, $70 for a game.
God, like, it is what it is too, right? At least we're getting to see like the fact that more popular games, that at least the ones that are also free to play, are also shitting on the AAA development. Which, and speaking of free to play games, I really need to start up playing Where Winds Meet at some point, but that'll be later on. I'll do a full review of that game in a bit too when I talk about MMO games again. But until then, too, do you guys want to have any closing statements before I'm about to fucking pound my meat real quick?
Excuse me?
What?
That's great. Not much to pound.
Yeah, shut up. You guys have any closing remarks?
I hope you enjoyed Brian's crash out today, just as I have.
Yeah. I feel like at this point my crash outs are sort of justified in a way too, that I'm trying to look at this as a normal person here. Unfortunately, me looking into this does not make me a normal person in the end.
Correct.
Bro, you're not a normal person to begin with.
God damn it. I hate it here.
We're all not normal. We all have
Goddamn.
our quirks.
Yeah, we all benefit from this too. If you're gonna talk shit about gacha games too, please call out your own communities for buying the same shit every year. That's all I
Yeah.
got to say to you.
Yeah,
And the other statement too. Also to the people that were making bot accounts to vote for Genshin Impact for the best game of the year for the player's voice too, get fucked.
Fuck losers.
Yeah. Oh yeah. For those for you two that didn't know about this too, Genshin Impact, the Hoyo fans too were making bot accounts to try to vote to get Genshin Impact to win the Players' Voice Awards, and in the end, Wuthering Waves won. It's like, I'm like, man,
Get what
how
you
does that feel too? Don't worry, they wanted something. They wanted, in this case, the most searched up word in Pornhub.
It's crazy. No, actually true. He's not joking. He's not joking about that.
It's like,
You-
yeah.
if you look that up, there is a Reddit post on that.
It's like, yeah, call us out for being a Gooner game. What does this say about your own community based in Genshin Impact, huh? Huh?
Just own up to it, bro. Yeah, they're fucking hot, like fucking
3D
drawing
women.
animate. Yeah.
Yeah, so it don't matter.
Dude, big bazongas and feet. Oh my god, armpits, all that bullshit. I'm like,
Feels like-
all those fucking weird fetishes that you fucking have, you will probably put onto those fucking 3D women that have been made by these fucking developers.
Chinese studios. Yeah. But yeah.
Specifically Chinese in our cases.
Yeah. So I don't want to hear any of this shit to say otherwise that we're Gooner games. Your fucking community is the worst of the bunch.
I know ZZZ is pretty bad too. But...
But hey, Wuthering Waves Sam and the ZZZ fan bases are chill with each other. That's all I got. But until then, thank you all for tuning in for my Crash Shouts therapy session here.
Hey, Brian's
If
crashing
it-
out.
Yeah, if anything, this felt more like a rage room for me more than anything. But
Brian's
yes.
crashing out, yeah.
But yes, thank you all for tuning in tonight. I hope you have a wonderful holiday. Have a wonderful Christmas. We'll probably see you guys next year.
Yeah, everybody make sure to make love to yourself and your significant other, or just go do whatever.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, or look up Genshin Impact porn. I don't care.
That's weird. No. Go make love to your significant other. How about that? Give them a kiss on the forehead.
Do they even
Don't-
have significant others?
I don't fucking know.
We can only assume, right?
Ah,
I'm
God.
not saying shit.
Because it makes ass out of you and me.
I'm just hoping for the best of them.
It's like, I don't for the Genshin people. Fuck them.
They don't even wish for the best for themselves, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
I guess.
Yeah. But anyways, thank you
Exactly.
all. Good night, everybody.
Yeah.
Brian's not gay.
What?
Crazy.